We finally have a girl in the villa who knows how to beat her face. Today we are recreating Clark's makeup. She's definitely a full beat girly. So I'm gonna start with my eyebrows and my eyes today just because it's easier that way. But I'm gonna first start the skin prep process with this Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Glow Serum. And then also the Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm Powder. This is the universal one, just in my T-zone. This will just help minimize the look of our pores and really make us look airbrushed and blurred when we get to concealer and setting powder. If you're a full beat girly and you haven't tried these products yet, definitely recommend. Now for my eyebrows, we're gonna laminate them today. This is the L'Oreal Paris 24-hour brow lamination. Clark's eyebrows are perfect every single day. I actually saw a clip of her taking her eyebrows off at nighttime and redrawing them on before she went to bed, so I feel like she just always likes having her brows on. And obviously I don't know what product she uses, but she needs to drop a routine when she gets out the villa because her eyebrows look so good. Ooh. That was perfect. Now, while our brows fully dry down, we're gonna skip down to eyeshadow real quick. You don't want to immediately go in with a brow pencil yet because your brow hairs still aren't dry, so they'll start moving around if you try drawing too early. I'm gonna go in with the Patrick Ta Major Dimensions 3 eyeshadow palette. Clark always has neutral eyeshadow on, a mix of browns it seems like. So I'm first going in with my Morphe M303 brush, and I'm just gonna take these two brown shades, and we're gonna put that all over the lid. She definitely has a darker brown towards the outer corner of her eye, so I'm gonna take this shade here and just add that to my crease. And she definitely has a brighter inner corner, but everything about her makeup routine is so blended and airbrushed. So I'm just gonna take a mix of these two shades and put that towards my inner corner. Now, definitely taking a Q-tip, and we're gonna clean this up. Now we can go back in and fill in our brows. I'm using the Kosas Brow Pop Pencil in the shade Medium Brown. Oh, this one's empty. Now I'm going to use the Haus Labs Edge Precision Brow Pencil in the shade Taupe. I basically just draw an imaginary line from the front of my brow up to the bottom of my arch. And you see how my brow hairs aren't moving anymore because we gave it time to dry down. All right, now my brows are pretty much filled in. I'm gonna take a concealer that's my skin tone and just put a little on the back of my hand. And then I'm gonna go in with the Morphe 382 Eye Detail Brush. And I'm gonna use this to carve out my eyebrow. I feel like this is something small you can do that definitely makes a difference to your overall makeup routine. It makes your eyebrows look a lot more cleaner and precise. Now it's time to go in foundation. I feel like Clark is definitely a Huda Beauty girl. This is the Huda Beauty Easy Blur Foundation, and I'm using the shade Cheesecake for reference. And I'm gonna blend this out with the Huda Beauty Face Base Brush. You wanna put foundation pretty much everywhere besides your under eyes because you don't wanna layer too much under there. It'll cause creasing. And definitely start with a thin layer first. You can always add more later. This foundation looks beautiful as always. It does give you a very skin-like finish. So it's not super matte or super dewy. It's kind of right in between. I'm gonna bronze up my face next with the Saie Beauty Dew Bronze in the shade Swim. Just around the perimeter of my face, my cheekbones, right under my chin. We'll drag that out across my jawline. Blending this out with the Real Techniques 110 brush. Now it is time for cream blush. Clark is wearing a pretty mauve colored blush in this photo. I'm going into the Saie Beauty Dew Blush in the shade Cutie. I feel like this is a good representation of what she's wearing. It does look like she does a bit of bronzer around the perimeter of her face too. I honestly think looks really good. It makes everything blend together much better. You want your blush to pretty much be cohesive throughout your whole face. I think it just makes everything blend together better. Now it is time to clean up this beat with concealer. I'm using the Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom Color Corrector and the Natasha Denona R4 Serum Concealer. If you want a more in-depth tutorial on my concealer placement and where I'm blending out my concealer, I already posted a whole separate video about that, so check it out on my page. Next, I'm going with the Huda Beauty Cupcake Setting Powder. If I could put money on it, I would guess that this is the setting powder Clark used.